Okay. Today is October 11, Friday.
Yes.
We're recording this one. I'm gonna set up a time limit. $50 good?
Sure.
Okay, let's start time limit so we can have a catch up. So, what's up to?
I'm thinking about my goals.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
What I have, I know I need just a little tweaking in some areas,
Okay.
but I think these goals that I have chosen are some areas I already do okay in, but I want to further my deeper understanding of how that plays a role into it, because it's not just, it's not enough to just say I'm skating by. So,
You can read it. Spiritual formation. Yeah. Goal is first one A.
Yep. So first one A, the goal to articulate awareness upon reflection when a care encounter intersects with elements of one's narrative history. I've chosen this goal because I want to articulate awareness of when care encounters intersect with elements of my own narrative history and how this informs my approach to spiritual care.
Awesome. Looks like
Often, even though I go into a room with a patient with, we'll say like a fresh slate, ready for that, I sometimes often completely remove myself from my own narrative history. And subconsciously, my narrative history I know does inform my approach when with that patient. So I need to be reflective of when I'm with a patient, if something resonates, emotions, shared experience, how that intersects with mine, and how I'm making decisions consciously and even unconsciously with my attitudes and choices of interventions.
Nice.
My strategy for this, I think best way for me is to intentionally utilize the action, reflection, action method, and articulate that and say like weekly reflections.
Okay. Action, reflection, action. Sounds like a good strategy.
I also chose specifically that strategy because even though we talked about that in my first unit, it's something that we utilized, but we didn't explicitly utilize, if that makes sense. We didn't go into depth about it. And so I want to be able to get into depth about utilizing that method.
Yeah.
And so I think I can do that for category A.
Yeah. Well, makes sense. What about measurement? How can you measure you achieve that goal?
Well, that's the thing I've been struggling about with all this, is how can I do a measurement? That part I'm not entirely too sure.
Yeah.
How I can measure these.
Can we work together about this one? So measurement it's very, sometimes it can be very abstract, because we are dealing with like abstract concepts of awareness and articulate. But measurement, bringing this abstract measurement to the reality, we can tangible, agreeable. So usually there is a feedback.
Sure.
Feedback is good measurement. I'm sorry, I'm giving you an answer.
No, that's okay.
Feedback.
Because I'll be honest, I didn't really have answers of what could be a good measurement to do this.
So in that case, articulate awareness of the reflection when I care encounter intersects with elements of one's narrative story. So if you have your narrative story with a patient visit that impact, like your brother and then inmates, the story share with group, and then group said, "Wow, that is really touching." That is a measurement. Then they would say, "You recognize your narrative." Even me, I'm responding to your reflection paper. So feedback is okay. And you can be creative. Other measurement, you can be creative.
Okay.
I can think of right now, but usually feedback is good.
So feedback, supervisory and feedback as I share, not only in my weekly reflections, but bringing in group discussion as well with my peers.
You can say that, or in the intern rooms, today I met a different religious group, all Wicca, and October season is coming. There, they mentioned about Halloween and their religious holidays. And it struck me because it's not my religious. You can just go on reflection and then I realized my history. Just briefly share. I said, "Wow, David, that's a good story. That's you can check." So strategy will be more detailed. Then you can say that by end of this session, end of this unit, you will have maybe target three encounters related to this item. Yeah, but
Okay.
that's also strategy.
Okay.
Yeah. Then your measurement will be more than 3. Yeah. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I need to help you to reflect, but I'm just giving you some clear answers. I think that will help
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I like your spiritual formation. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have that, some strugglings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Great. How about B?
All right, for B, this one I think is probably important for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, always. But demonstrate awareness of implicit and systemic bias, including
Mhm.
cultural and value belief-based prejudice and its impact on spiritual care.
Yes.
Um,
Good.
My reason I wrote is I have chosen this goal because I want to better my understanding and ability to demonstrate awareness of my unintentional attitudes
Mm-hmm.
when providing spiritual care to families, patients, colleagues who differ from me theologically
Yeah.
and socially.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes. And the strategy is?
Strategy, again, utilize the action action method, and reflections regarding patient care encounters, measurements. Again, feedback,
Feedback,
supervisory, sharing with peer discussion,
Yeah.
and creating a numerical, tangible way to say how many instances I can account this.
How about strategy goes like this? Because your
Mm-hmm.
goal is awareness of implicit and systemic biases, including cultural value belief system prejudices and impact on spiritual care. So what about your goal is, our target is at the end of this semester unit, at least I have how many counts different religious group, or something like, are you having difficult with any other personality group? Just name it, Buddhism or whatever, or some personality. That the targeting patient visit will be helpful. So when you look at 5 and B,
Mm-hmm.
you just selectively make a pick. Okay, oh, no, different religion. Yeah, maybe I will just, because of my second goal, I will try this. And so numbering will be good. How many?
Yeah.
We have 12 more weeks. So maybe
Yeah.
couple, maybe 4 to 5, maybe.
I
Measure, it has to be.
I think I could definitely, working full time, I should be able to get 5,
yeah.
I think, in each of these categories.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think so.
I'm sure. So
Yeah.
the numbering is really
Yeah.
more specific. That's a goal, specific, measurable,
Mm-hmm.
achievable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think 5
Yeah,
encounters gives me enough time to thoughtfully
yeah.
address each one and enough to show over and over.
Mm. In that case, feedback has to come from sometimes directly from patient, because
Mhm.
patient might have same feeling. Oh, your father is coming. I don't want. But you came in with a permission,
Mm-hmm.
and the patient realized that, wow, this is not about religion, but this is about human being. That patient's feedback is great.
Sure.
Then you have that. Then you have the patient's feedback, or staff feedback. Or
Okay.
round meeting, you share your kind of goals. I would like to visit. You don't have to do that. Yeah, you don't have to do that. But if staff share some feedback, oh, Father David, I heard that you went this patient, and they really enjoyed your visit. Yeah,
Okay.
that is good feedback. Usually they
So
do
the
say,
measurement
Yeah,
there,
that's
yeah.
that's a measurement. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Even including me, when I read your notes, yes, that's great, that's a feedback. And even your hospital, your team members,
Mm-hmm.
that's feedback, that's
Okay.
measurement, that you are doing, matching this goal. You're more open to living human documentation.
Absolutely.
Oh, good
Okay.
process. Love it.
All right.
Okay.
C. Relational dynamics. Demonstrate an understanding of group dynamics as it relates to spiritual care encounters and the learning process.
I love it. Yeah.
Reason I've chosen this goal because I want to further my understanding of group dynamics as it relates to spiritual care encounters of serving patients and their families.
Yeah.
And with my peers and the learning process of how we work and relate to each other.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Strategies for achieving this goal. I will reflect upon the group dynamics that I am a part of. An example, interdisciplinary rounds, daily huddle prayer with my peers and my CPE peers, and how my implicit attitude and interactions affects my working relationship with them. I will articulate this in my weekly reflections.
So this strategy is more reflection part. If we're gonna make it more tangible, my suggestion is how many group theories are out there? Maybe research, maybe knowing that couple group theories, you just get in touch and feeling that, oh, this is what I want to learn. That's a strategy. Then measurement is based on my research, this group theory. I notice my St. Joe team is showing these particular behaviors. Or when you join a family meeting, I immediately notice based on our family system, there's a family dynamic, there's emotional cut, the sibling position, all kinds of theories you can just, that's good strategy.
Okay.
And the measurement is when you notice it, write a note, reflection paper, consultation is also measurement too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Consultation.
Makes sense?
Research of group theories.
Yeah.
And then characteristics of these group theories, how I witness them.
Yeah. And eventually, if you decide to go to VCC, they will ask you group theory. What group theory you are holding? Upstate is holding SCT, the Reverend Terry mentioned about before our OAG, Open Agenda Group. Open Agenda Group is based on SCT practice. So that is good research. They have a really thin, republished thin book. You can read it or type it SCT YouTube. Tons of materials right there. Yeah, that's good research.
Okay.
And
so this goal's going to be more research and witness.
Yeah. So get to know group theories and an application that you found from your meetings and family or interdisciplinary.
Okay.
And there's a power dynamic to interdisciplinary nurses or charge nurses and doctors.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So you can observe what's happening. That is good. Even interns too.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Good. Hope my comment help you.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay. D. Spiritual care interventions. Demonstrate an understanding of the difference between spiritual assessment and spiritual histories and screens.
Wow, that's good.
Reason I've chosen this goal because I want to further my understanding of spiritual assessments and spiritual histories and screens and learn how to best utilize these interventions together. As I've been learning from first unit to this unit and doing this daily, I am finding, and in my approach as I do spiritual care, is that the spiritual history, when I ask or get the information from senses, informs me further of how to go about making an assessment, such as they share, I believe in God, but I don't go to church, or I'm spiritual, or I grew up this way, but now, I believe this. So using those histories to better make assessments, kind of combining the two, if that makes sense. And their strength than just
the same thing. Strategy. The goal is really nice because we need to assess to provide intervention. So strategy, if you put it in spiritual assessment, patient and stepping stones to assess their special needs and district. We learn about Lucas theory,
Mm-hmm.
so you can just reanalyze it, and then also because I love Carl Jung. Carl Jung said it's a reconstruction.
Mm-hmm.
He uses specifically reconstruction, which means when sitting or with the patients, reconstructing their spirituality from their sporadic stories. They talk about God here, holy here. So we have to reconstruct their stories. So those kind of strategies, going deeper, dealing with the Lucas theory, what it means to be a hope and community needs and these things, or strategy will be you can carry different spiritual care assessment strategy tools on your paper. The Father Eric did a lot. He printed out Lucas theory in your back of his whatever carry.
Mm-hmm.
He always with him before going to the room. He look at his strategy.
Yeah.
Lucas theory that helps. That will be like your second nature. So whatever fit to you, Lucas will not fit to you. David.
Right.
Yeah. If something else is really fit to you. So.
Yeah, I was contemplating about potentially either the hope model or spirit model
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. The goal is not stick to one goal, one assessment.
Right.
You have to develop your assessment skill.
Right. Absolutely.
Then you can provide an intervention. Right.
Right.
So I think D needs to be a little bit tweaked.
Okay.
Yeah, the rewriting strategies for achieving goals a little bit more clearly re-examined, and measurement will be that is how can you measure your goal here between spiritual assessment and spiritual history? What do you think? Yeah, feedback is definitely getting there. But how can you get feedback about your goal? Demonstrating understanding what different between spiritual assessment and spiritual history explain. There's the assessments tool. Everybody using it. I forgot the language. Doctors use and PT, OT, social worker. They're using is that screening tool.
Yeah.
But what we're using is assessment tool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of what I witness when I see those like introductory notes from say emergency room or even the doctor firsthand, they often use that FICA model.
Oh, the FICA model.
Yeah. They use that as a
Yeah.
screening.
Screening.
Right.
But we are deeper than
Right.
screening. That's
Right.
good. So in that sense, measurement is it can be extreme, but maybe if any chance you can speak with staff and educate them about maybe that's too much. I don't know, let's think about it. Measurement here is something I think we need to work with a D, but goal is really wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's think
Because I
about
definitely have an appreciation for both, and I believe they do in a way go hand in hand with the work that we do. But obviously, as you said, we go much deeper than just tallying down what you subscribe to or don't subscribe to, and it's back getting down to that.
Or strategy is, I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
Get familiar with different models, like a FICA or different models, and summarize in maybe one page compared to Lucas, and share with your interns, your team. That just inform them. That is a strategy, get to know, and then later you get feedback from them. How was your visit? This is my visit, because we do have our Epic Notes review, I think next week. We have another Epic Notes review. When it comes, you bring it here. This is based on my strategy, my assessments tool that I've been studying, and then upstate is Lucas, but this is how I roll. And measurement is, David, I think you you know about your assessment? So innovation is great from hearing from our team is also measurement. So how many measurement you can get? Yeah. Let's think about it. You can think about it. Just ponder about it. The make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So D is going to be tweaked a little bit.
Yeah.
C is research and witnessing, articulating that.
Yeah, ABC is good to me.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah, I'm just trying to recapping everything here. B, target with patients specifically that differ from me, presentation
yeah,
of such.
Yeah.
And A, feedback, supervisory, peer discretion.
Yeah.
Again, several encounters of such. Okay.
What about E?
All right, E, professional development. Demonstrate an understanding of how spiritual care interacts with and is a part of a larger care team.
Ooh.
Reason I've chosen this goal because I want to further my understanding and ability to provide spiritual care that interacts with the larger interdisciplinary team.
Mm-hmm.
Strategies for achieving this goal, I will be contemplative of my interactions with the larger care team. An example, staff of assigned patient units, thinking more as we transition of me being at St. Joe's more, MSICU, PCU, interdisciplinary rounds, and how my ministry has shaped and affects the larger care team I serve within. I will articulate this in my weekly reflections.
Okay. Oh, this is great goal demonstrated.
Because I interact with them daily.
Okay.
Very much daily, multiple times a day, regarding the status of patients, progressing, upcoming procedures, stress, family dynamics, how they're doing as well.
That means you're already demonstrating, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
However, I believe I could have a, how are the right words? Have my own theory and methodology of how I'm putting that into play than just by simply saying I do X, Y, and Z. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I do these things and it's almost kind of like second hand nature, but kind of like what you shared with me before, digging down into the deeper why. Why am I talking with the nurses regarding patient care? Why am I following up? Why am I sharing pertinent information during rounds? And even though I do these things, I need to deeper reflect on them.
So you are talking about your role with a disciplinary.
Yeah.
Your role, your professional role.
Yeah, I guess that's how I was viewing it.
Okay.
My role in that larger care team, and how my interactions
Okay.
affect that.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
Your
what
role,
what I was getting at,
That's good.
and
Yeah.
trying to dig down deeper into the why, why I share things at rounds, and why am I talking with the nurse, say before a visit or after a visit regarding the care or status of a patient. Just really putting these isolated instances into a bigger strategy.
Let's imagine that interdisciplinary meeting, sitting with doctors, nurses, social workers, and everybody's coming PTOT, and we're basically talking about patients and current condition, their medical status. That's common ground.
Yeah.
But when it gets a little bit specific, like a PT, and PT are talking about how many exercises, what we recommend, what we put in there, and nurses more like their daily activities, and doctors are giving more discharging plan, and we'll stay more, changing medication, what area do you need, and charge nurses talking about more general everything. So everybody's talking different things, and that your role as a chaplain is a spirituality, by emotional and spiritual, stuff. That they're right there. So how you can contribute that in interdisciplinary meeting will be your strategy. So making sure, whenever I go to interdisciplinary meeting, I will make a comment on certain how many patients about how the spirituality impact on the whole body well-being. Yeah, that'll be good strategy, jumping, not just only observing their
Right.
stories, but you're just jumping into the role of as a role of chaplain, give idea, suggestion that based on blah blah, this patient needs spirituality. It helps, something like that. Just actually talking to them
Mm-hmm.
as doctors, nurses, as social workers talking their part. I think that is a strategy. So how many comments will you give? That's your decision.
Okay.
Every interdisciplinary meeting, that it will be great.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not happening every day.
Right.
Or whenever you find somebody, or whenever you have some referral. So
Okay.
with that referral comes,
Sure.
you're gonna visit that patient, then you have to jump in the meeting. I have a referral, and then I'm gonna share with you. This person needs a spiritual support, and then share your plan. I see this patient is a Protestant, so I'm not a Protestant, but I'm gonna make sure which church he's going and what support he receives, and I will provide it. That your professionalism, as doctor said, he's
Yeah.
medication daddy.
So contributing to the team meeting or the interdisciplinary round or referral that comes my way, and then communicating what I have witnessed and provide intervention, and then a plan of care.
Yeah.
So that is what the rounds are. It's plan of care.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
Feedback is definitely from staff, interdisciplinary teams. So thank you. Yeah, they recognize you. That one
Mhm.
score, one strike, two strike, and even at the end of our unit, we will hear from staff. They will review you. They will send us letters.
Right.
There will be a great. Oh, Father David has been great addition to our unit. He contributed his thought for spirituality, and we get a lot of positive reaction. If there's a note, then that is it. Yeah, I think this is really great goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'll definitely get D a little tweak,
Yeah.
and I'll get my measurements in there, and get this to you as soon as possible. So that way we have the clear goals all together.
Hopefully, these goals will be applicable to St. Giovanni.
I think so, because I really thought about this both with in mind of the learning here, and then what I have done and what I'm finishing up here doing with clinicals, and then also continuing on at St. Joe. So I really thought long and hard about these, about overall goals from both perspectives, the similarities, the differences, and ultimately, some of these goals are a little bit more newer to me in doing, such as like category A, but then others like E, it's just really being able to articulate how and why, than just what comes gut feeling and second hand. Really being able to articulate my plan of care.
Overall, A, B, C, D, overall, if you carefully read all the indicators, targeting patient care.
Right.
You want to go, this is my goal, why? Because patient care. This is my goal, why? Patient care. That is your indicator.
Oh yeah.
So 25 of them,
Mm-hmm.
all each goals, you specifically working with this one. I believe you're gonna write about this one in your final evaluation. That's my assumption. You can add others too. But all indicators, final destination is patient care. Have that mindset, okay? Patient care.
Absolutely.
And anything else?
No, I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, I just I've been thinking long and hard about these goals because I want to get the most out of this unit and to keep moving forward and being challenged with a lot of things I'm already doing, but just being able to articulate it better.
Okay.
And better attest of who I am as a chaplain and my methodology and theories and approach to it.
Yeah. There's a thing we need to do together, which is I just realized that
Yes. That completely slipped my mind.
Oh,
I feel horrible about it.
it's okay. We can.
I went back this morning.
Did-
This is the current week we're on.
But you know, you don't worry about patient visit last time. But I hope you remember your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, your time here is important because we want to make sure you have all the time.
Right.
Oh, you did already.
So I did go back, and because I looked at my notes, and I went back to the weeks.
How did you know about that? Who told? Someone told you?
Reverend Terry left me a message on Vocera.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give these to you or
No,
put 'em in the
always
mailbox?
Reverend Terry's box.
Oh, Reverend
Always,
Terry's
yeah.
box. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll because we're in week 8 now, so I'll put this in her box Sunday nights. That way we're all fully caught up at the hours. Yeah, so I had to go back and just contemplate each week, the weeks we've had supervision, the supervision I've had with Terry, the week I was out for vacation, and orientation week, just putting all that together.
Yeah, good. Then from now on, making sure how many patients you visit and staff visit and meetings, didactics.
Yes.
At the end of it, everything.
Yes, I'll make sure I'm filling that out more.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I
It's
completely,
okay. Yeah.
completely slipped my mind. I know I was so focused on being here and trying to get the work done. I forgot about this.
I'm joining you. I forgot about that too. I thought you guys doing well.
Yeah.
Because it automatically goes to Reverend Terry. Reverend Terry pass it to Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
Gloria is the one following all the stats. She's been out for her rehab. Yeah, she came back and she found out that where are stats? Oh, I'm so sorry. But that's something that
Yeah.
And when you go to St. Joe,
Mm-hmm.
we have another form to you sign.
Okay.
I think you read it.
I do have that
Yeah.
form. Did I bring it with me?
The next time is okay.
Yeah.
So when you
I
sign,
had Reverend Joe sign it already.
oh yeah.
So I just
Then-
need to give that to you guys. Give it to Reverend Terry in her mailbox.
Mm. Oh, the sign is to me,
Okay.
but stat is Reverend Terry's
Okay.
box.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you put it in me, I don't have time to check it and make sure give to Gloria. But Reverend Terry always check
Okay.
give to Gloria. That's the proper way. Then I'll get total census and stuff from Gloria at the end of the session. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
don't feel bad about it. It's okay. Catch up your time because you were concerned about your time.
Well, sure. Yeah. Because you're gonna have that 400 hours.
Did you register?
I did register.
Register.
Yes.
Did you find Reverend Terry's name?
Yeah, yeah, it came right up as soon as I started typing
Good.
it. At first I thought, and maybe might have missed it in the email. At first I thought, well, it might be under you because you were the educator,
Yeah,
technically.
yeah.
And I was like, he's not coming up. And I thought to myself, it has to be Reverend Terry. Then as
I
this,
know they don't have my name.
yeah, I
that's
thought it was
shame.
kind of weird. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm pretty sure. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure as a candidate still, he would still come up.
Mm. The system is under Reverend Terry. His
Yeah.
center is Reverend Terry. That's why it goes Reverend Terry.
Okay.
If center goes by me, it will pop up with me.
Okay.
It will take years. I don't know.
Okay.
But you found it register.
Yes,
That's good.
yes, I put all that in. Our start date with what, the 19th to January 6th, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got it. Do you want the form for St. Joe's? I have it all filled out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go get it.
Okay.
It's just in my binder. Saw Reverend Joe on my lunch. And
Today?
Yeah.
Good.
'Cause that was also in Reverend Terry's voicemail for me.
Okay. 11.
The only thing I didn't put on there was the dates. But I figured it would be a week 11 to week 20.
Okay. How's meeting today to you?
It's good.
Good?
Yeah, very helpful. Just
Let's make a
One?
schedule
yeah.
next time, 2 weeks later. But in the meantime, I want to visit patient with you again.
Yeah.
So, man, next Friday, next Friday,
That's right.
or, yeah. Let's just set up our meeting first, next October 25, supervision with you,
Okay.
sounds good? Same time, you're gonna be 3 o'clock. We can just flexible between 3 and 4. How about that? Let's set up as like a 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 3 works great.
If something happened, we can change it.
Yeah,
Okay.
25th.
Yeah. And then 18-ish, I would like to visit patient with you again, which is next week.
Yeah.
Patient
18.
visit with Brother David here. Let's say next week. Next week, 3 o'clock too?
Sure.
So next week, 3 o'clock for patient visit, and October 25th will be supervision.
At 3 o'clock.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Okay.
meet all Fridays.
Yeah.
Also make sure our mid-unit evaluation, and I'll give you more specific instruction.
Okay.
But we need to go to place. Usually we go to someone else's church.
Okay.
And how about your church? We all go to your church. Do you have a space for all of us, like a classroom setting, sitting, eating?
Yeah, we do. I would just have to ask my bishop first. Our bishop is the rector of that parish.
Okay.
But if he says, yeah, we do have a place, yeah.
That would be great. That would be great. Not far from here, I guess.
No, just in Liverpool.
Ask him.
Mm-hmm.
If he say yes, we would like to go there October 28th.
Is that a Monday, right?
Monday, yeah, that's Monday. We're gonna have a CPE session there. And we're gonna meet a little early in the morning, like 8:30, 9 o'clock-ish. And you give us tour, and you can explain, you're a bishop, or you can explain your tradition,
Sure.
and light eating, finger food, and then we will have some sessions together, morning hour, and have lunch together. And we can go to lunch outside together. If there is any place we can go eat and come back to your church. And afternoon we have another session together.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of typically CP here upstate. That's what we do. We go out.
I need to look at the information. So mid-unit is that the mid-unit reflection? Is that similar like how it was in the old model for CPE, or is it different now?
Mid-unit. Yeah, the good question.
I have not looked at it.
Yeah, mid-unit has a different tradition. We have a verbatim with God or a theological paper. But mid-unit, Ralph and Vincent already had a verbatim with God, so I don't want to do that verbatim with God.
Yeah.
So more like my intention is a theological paper.
Okay.
So there's a guideline in the binder, theological paper, how it goes and how it frame you. And it'll be great if you integrate with ACPE your goals.
Okay.
Based on your goals, let's build up together.
Yeah.
Which one is better for you? That isn't. Yeah.
Yeah. I
That is
think
better.
theological paper would be good.
Yeah. That is important.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it. I'll ask my bishop. I don't think it would be a problem.
Let me know if you have a problem. Another option is, there's another option too. I'm not gonna share with you right now because you know it. Then, hey, let's go there. No, so you are the priority right now.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ask him. I think it should be fine. I just don't know if we have something on the schedule already for that day. So sometimes meetings or groups take place that day, but if not, I think it should be okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely let you know. I'll give him a call tonight or tomorrow and find out. All right.
All right. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
You have
Yeah,
a 1.5 hour.
Yeah, that's
How many
right.
patients you visited today?
10.
10. Oh, 10.
Some were sleeping or declined. Others were introductory. Others were follow-ups. Kind of a mixture in there.
How was your case study?
Haven't started on it.
Do it, man. Do it.
I will do it. It will be ready for Monday. So,
Yeah.
I had to get request access for the patient's file because he has been discharged to Hutchings
Oh.
yesterday. So I had to request it. See
I
his
mean,
stuff.
your patient from your.
Yeah, from St. John's.
Oh, yeah, no, Hutchings.
So glad
You are
that all
very,
went through.
very attached with him. You've been telling him to me, I think 3 to 4 different locations with the group and personal.
Yeah. I've had a lot of interactions with him.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily say attached.
Okay.
However,
You care for him.
I do care for him because he's going through a lot. And I think for me, the emotions of sadness for this gentleman, of being stuck in the system and being stuck between getting, not that he was getting poor care at St. Joe's, but he needed higher level of care, and the whole formalities and systemic processes to get him over the Hutchings delayed him tremendously from getting the care that he needed promptly. And so that was sad.
Yeah.
Absolutely sad. I mean, 90 days, a little over 90 days at St. Joe's. No one else would take him. They, mentioned about possibly discharging him, and he wasn't safe for discharge. And there was a lot of what we call colleague care, caring for the nurses, physicians, and our patient care techs that have had to provide care for him, and their spiritual distress that they have had because he's violent at times, inappropriate exposure, saying all sorts of things, all induced from his psychosis from not taking medication.
Psychosis?
Yeah. Yes. Schizophrenic psychosis due to non-adherence of medication.
Okay. I'm curious.
Yeah. And there's just so much has happened with this guy. But I've been called many times to be by his side as spiritual companionship because before his psychosis event took place, he was a very religious gentleman. Would go to Blessed Sacrament Church, was very involved in church life.
Catholic?
Yeah.
So I'm curious, because you as access to OMH, or what do you mean access? You said we request for access.
Oh, just to be able to pull up and go into his chart because he's now discharged. He's now discharged from St. Joe's.
Okay, you want to request the St. Joe's chart?
Yeah, I got to get St. Joe's chart.
I thought because OMH would not allow you.
No.
Okay, that's clarification.
No,
So
St. Joe's chart.
Yeah, I see you care for him.
Oh yeah, well, I care for all my patients I come with interactions with because I don't want to see anyone.
Love and charity.
Yeah, love and charity. I don't want to see anyone distressed. And if I can help assuage that in the moment, even if it's just temporarily, then so be it. I want to be able to give myself where I can give.
I wonder, how does your feeling about, I want to take care of everybody, especially mental illness patient, teaches about you, your narrative story?
Teaches about me and my narrative story because I know I had periods in my life where I wasn't able to be taken care of, or I struggled to find that care.
Yeah.
And when I did find that care, I was very appreciative of it.
Yes.
Like the companionship that I had with my priest that came and visited with me, and my good friend Morgan. So having that care after not having it has made me cherish it also more, and I know from receiving it that those who also receive it cherish it the same way.
Yeah. Good.
as long as it's tailored to their spiritual needs.
Yeah, good. Keep that reflection. That is really good. You always say companionship. Maybe that's your theology, companionship.
I think so. I think
You mentioned
companionship
many
is-
times companionship.
Because most of my interactions with this gentleman was companionship.
Mm-hmm.
We'd look out the window, we'd talk. And hospitality at times,
Mm-hmm.
They called me over the weekend. What was it? Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
He was very irate, getting upset, threw himself on the floor. He didn't want to have that lunch that they served him. And so they called me to see if I could come talk to him, help him
Good.
relax, be less anxious, because the staff are clearly
Yeah.
distressed and
Yeah.
exhausted too. And so I thought to myself, well, I know what he likes. It's around lunchtime. They said he hasn't eaten anything.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not much. Let me bring him one of his favorite treats, a chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
So I went to the cafeteria, got a chocolate chip cookie,
Great.
found him on the unit, as I said, on the floor, shouting,
Great.
called out his name, Connor, and he
Yeah.
looked up at me and he said, I was wondering when you were coming.
Mm-hmm.
From there he got right up and we paced the halls and we talked, and I said, I know it's around lunchtime and I know you haven't eaten, but I have a cookie here. I know it's your favorite. Would you like it? And he said, absolutely. And gave him pieces of that cookie while we talked and just listened to what was on his mind.
Mm-hmm. Think about it, that
Yeah.
incident too. A lot, based on your narration, you can build a lot of tools for you
Mhm.
to think about a professional boundary as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also you provide him wonderful. You mentioned about Good Samaritan. You did a great job with the Good Samaritan theology. So think about, what is my theology here? What is my action here? And in prison setting,
Mm-hmm.
or in this setting, let's say prison setting, if I give a patient one, this patient is not only a favor, another 300 patients should have it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
understandable.
professionalism,
Well, this is true. This
Yeah.
is very true. And I did reflect on that later.
right? Yeah.
Was that the right approach?
Yeah. But you did it because you care for him. That's compassion is
Yeah.
great.
Did it out of compassion.
Yeah.
I did it
Yeah.
because I hoped in that act of hospitality
Oh
and
yeah,
fellowship,
I'm pretty sure.
it would help assuage whatever spiritual distress he might have had in the
Oh
moment.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And that's why I did it.
Yeah. What in the world? Chaplain brought a chocolate chip.
Right.
He will definitely think about it.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't do it forever, man.
No, you can't do
Yeah.
it for
Yeah.
everyone. It's important, like you said, really when you have shared with me as I've made better connections in my weekly reflections about why am I doing what I'm doing.
Yes, good.
Because of feeling, because of intervention, because I can, empathize.
Yeah.
What is the why behind
Yeah.
the ministry?
Yeah. Sometimes we provide spiritual care. It's about me. I provided spiritual care because I have unresolved my own issue.
Hmm.
It is not about the patient. So that's good reflection too. You have good cases.
Yeah,
Yeah, good cases.
yeah, yeah. I
Happy
would
to-
definitely say,
Yeah.
for me, yeah, as you said, my theology of the Good Samaritan, spiritual companionship, I think those are my theologies, as how I articulate that and
Oh, yeah.
to bear one another's burden as shared
Yeah.
in Galatians.
That embraces love and charity. too.
Yeah.
So everything falls into one. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
I think spiritual companionship, however that is or builds off from, I think is vital,
Mm-hmm.
because I can't provide other interventions if I'm not walking
Oh,
with
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my goal in every interaction, is be able to walk with that person.
I forgot one person. There's a grief theorist. I think Doka or somebody else is looking at grief as like a companionship.
Mm-hmm.
So he made 10 commandments for grief. If you look at it, grief 10 companionship, type in and it will pop up.
Okay.
So it reminds me of what he thinks about grief is also companionship. Yeah, it matches your theology. So And wherever you go, it's all about grief, isn't it?
In a way, yeah.
So two more go deeper.
Mhm.
Why? What happened? What is about me? What this patient is about me? My history. Is it me? Is it a patient? Where is the common ground? What's my theology? What's my spirituality?
Mm.
Think, 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 think.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's our job.
That is.
Good job. Okay.
Thank you. I'm trying.
I see you're trying.
I'm trying to connect all the dots and to dig down of why in myself of how I'm providing that care and the interventions with it.
Amen.
Thank you for everything. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
I won't get these all into Reverend Terry. I gave you that form. So then once we're on the 11th week, I won't need to come here on Fridays.
But Sunday night,
But still Sunday night. Do I need to come here as well Monday morning to do clinicals?
Yeah. Monday morning is definitely, yeah.
Okay, so still do the clinicals here Monday morning and then class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Only
I just want to make sure I'm on the same plan.
Yeah, Fridays off. Fridays, go help your hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, but Monday is a CP day.
Yeah.
Part of the CP day is a clinical day, so it's
Okay.
Yeah, so be with your unit. At least join an interdisciplinary meeting, and make a couple patient visit. Or it's one of your goals. Not interdisciplinary team that I will go to St. Joe, but I will join Monday. Just inform them. That is one of your goals too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Welcome. God's peace
Yes.
be with you.
And with you, thank you. And yeah, I'll ask